How you going to try to come crawling back but have demands?
But they're gonna have to fucking just let go of some shit and own up to some shit.
Why can't people just listen to the artist they want to listen to without any repercussions?
Well, that's easy. Ryan Upchurch. Yeah, shout out to Triple T there. I just wanted to answer your question, sir. It is Ryan Edward Upchurch. That's where all that weak-ass shit started from. His fan base. I mean, he directly sends them to do that shit. And now he's talking about, well, there should be no sides, whenever this dude literally drew the line in the sand and said, if you fuck with Adam Calhoun even 1%, then don't even come over here, don't mess with me.
Here's the bottom line.
It makes me laugh just hearing him think that he says what the bottom line is. Clown.
Stop making the news outlets, okay? One in particular. Stop making these people that listen to all of our music feel like they gotta pick a side. Do you understand? It's not, there ain't no sides. Everybody's here making music, okay?
If you fuck with Adam Calhoun 1%, I don't ever want to talk to you at all. Remember what I said? No fence sitters.
Yeah, no fence sitters. All this weak-ass energy came from this dude. And then now that he's laying in the bed that he's made for the last 2.5 years and realizing it, now he wants to crawl back, but with demands and with this corny, there's no sides. And news outlets, you need to quit doing it. You don't get to control the news, dude. This is so lame. I swear if y'all let this dude get this off, man.
What I'm saying is, stop trying to divide something down the middle and make it lesser.
Bro didn't have a single problem with the division and cutting stuff in half whenever he thought he was getting the bigger half, right? Now all of a sudden, pockets are a little lighter after this recent court case. And what is it about Adam's rap now?
Is Adam a bad rapper? No, he's not a bad rapper.
Yeah, we all knew that whenever he bodied you in that Dismas series, dude. Now all of a sudden, Adam's not a really bad rapper. Fuck you.
Has some of these people made fucking mistakes? Yes, they have made some major fucking mistakes. Some that are you're just not supposed to do, okay? Like,
try to put everybody in prison, tell 3 million people that they're all sex traffickers, tell a decorated war veteran that he's stolen valor, attack a family of a dead young girl, those sorts of things? Or are you talking about just the people who responded to your bullshit and you didn't like it? What are we talking about here?
at the end of the day, we are here for one fucking reason. In this lane of working, we're here to make music. We're here to make the soundtrack for our peoples that listen to us life. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what everybody else has been doing. You, on the other hand, have just been doing investigations. And when you do finally drop music, it's bullshit like this, which is just calling a girl fat. I swear if he gets this off.
These people hear enough fucking, oh, he did this. They hear enough of it.
Yeah, from you, titty boy. You've been a bigger victim than Daggy in the last 2 years, man. Every video, something that happened to you and that they're going to go to prison for, right? You big baby. Now all of a sudden, wonder why you want to work it out with everybody. It wouldn't be a financial incentive, would it?
I'll tell y'all what I think, and I'll tell y'all exactly what the fuck will work. And I'll tell y'all what the fuck we should do to grow this to make a bunch of money. So
okay, I see. You want everybody to work with you now. Everybody work together so we can make a bunch of money. Gotcha.
Okay? And look, I'm not trying to big dick or fucking throw my dick on the table, but let me tell you something. I got the fucking contacts in my phone to big boys, millionaires, billionaires who are hitting me up saying, man, if we could really get all these motherfuckers to act right and stop being stupid, we could put on some really fucking badass events for the people. We really could.
There's a lot to unpack there. The first one being, if anybody's a big wig and texted you saying if everybody would just act right, we could do a lot of big things. They're talking about you, homie. If you would act right, quit acting like a fucking idiot, then things might be better. Second thing is bragging that you have contacts in your phone to millionaires. I guess what you don't realize is why you've been wasting the last 2.5 years on the internet crying and spiraling out of control. These guys have become millionaires. A lot of these people that you're trying to hang this little hot dog in front of are already millionaires. And they did it without you. They don't need your help. Nobody needs Ryan Upchurch anymore, in my opinion. And the sooner you find that out, the better. And then maybe you'll come with different energy. Like, hey, look, I fucked up, man. I apologize. I've said a lot of wild shit. I've tried to put everybody in prison. Man, just everything that I've done is unacceptable. And if you guys don't want me back in this lane or don't want to work with me, I get it. And then just move on and let them make the decision. But this whole shit of coming back and saying, well, I don't want to big dick you, which unfortunately that's the last thing I want to say is during this whole shit in the last couple years, that was one of the most unfortunate things that happened was there was a picture leaked that lets us know that you're not big dicking anything.
If I gotta throw the fucking dinner where everybody comes and sits down and we figure this shit out for the fans, motherfucker, I'll fire the goddamn grills up right now. I'll call the chefs.
Well, I'd certainly hope so, considering it only benefits you for everybody to get together at this point. And then listen, hear me out. Did you ever consider for 1 minute that maybe what you're referring to now to try to fix it for the fans, for the fans? I love how he's all concerned about the fans at this point anyway. Have you ever considered for 1 second that maybe, just maybe, that's the reason Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun, Struggle, all those people showed up at your house? You ever thought that maybe that was them firing the chefs up and trying to save something before it happened? Or have you just used that for the last 2.5 years to make them people out to be something that they're not? And try to drag them down, try to ruin their career and completely destroy the lane at the same time. But it's now that Ryan Upchurch is broke that he wants to have that dinner. I'm with you.
Everybody can be on the same page and this shit will be back to normal. Y'all want to have that fucking dinner? Holler. I'll give you the number to fucking call because you can't call me directly because I'm the boss.
Well, if old bitch titties is the boss, then I'm the president, since we're just claiming titles now. Imagine that. You can't get my number. You're crawling back, but telling people that they can't get your number. What a clown, dude. What a clown. Imagine, in his mind, he thinks that this is going to work. He thinks he's going to get this off. He's going to crawl back to him and beg for people to work with him again, but still kind of do it in front of the fans like he's the one calling the shots. Like he's still the boss or whatever. And like I said, man, if he gets this off, man, then I will have lost all respect for everybody else. This dude can crawl to somebody else, in my opinion. This just reads. I've always been able to see right through this dude, and this one should be something that everybody can see through.
But I'll give you the number to call and set this up if that's what y'all want to do. Let me tell you what the big boys in the music industry think about these artists that are doing all this bullshit. Wham, boo-hoo, he fucking hurt my pussy. And all this bullshit. They think y'all's incompetent. They think y'all can't sit down. They think y'all can't have a conversation. They think y'all don't see the bigger picture. They think y'all ain't thinking about the fucking fans. And I agree with them on majority of those things.
Should I tell them? You want me to tell them? Yeah, so they have all sat together. And they are competent enough to do that. And they've all worked together beautifully, actually, in really great harmony. That Nashville project, that was something else that you also used for the last 2.5 years to make people out to be something that they're not. I mean, it seems to be a pattern here. But you need people to work with, so let's get on with it.
And they think they think y'all ain't able to sit down and talk about it and figure something out. They just think y'all's egos are too big. Well, motherfucker, put your dick on the table and prove them wrong.
Does anybody watching see Adam Calhoun going, oh, gee golly, here I come. If the big guy told Ryan, here's my dick. And that's that narcissistic shit where it's like, well, the people that really matter think this about you, and they only told me because I'm the boss.
And And look, whether any of these artists like this or not, here's what the big wigs and the businessmen just found out by watching all this. They found out who's the guy. And I hate to break it to you, but it's me. They said, look at this motherfucker. Look how much stress he can endure, and it don't even fucking bother him. That's the problem solver. We need to talk to him.
So let me get this straight. So some big wig in the industry, which is odd for independent music industry to be some big wigs, but I digress. So this big wig is sat back and watched all the bullshit that you've said and done in the last 2.5 years, and how everybody else took the high road after dissing you when you asked for it, and completely annihilating you, and then they just moved on, did their own thing. Everybody's living happily ever after. So this big wig just reached out of nowhere and said, you know what, man? I really like the way you handle stress. Nothing bothers you. So we want... I've had enough for today. I'll see you guys later.